Hello, hello. Welcome everyone to this week's office hours. It's gonna be oh, the echo's back. Yay. Cool. I missed that echo. It was a couple times since I last heard it. I'm glad it's back.
I'll
Cool.
learn. I'm so sorry for every
No,
time.
no. I'm actually serious. It kind of feels homely. Okay. Welcome everyone. Today's is a very important office hours because we have, first of all, a very exciting agenda. And we have our very first mainnet float to give out for people who are here listening in. So we were talking amongst us, and by us I mean the community team, and we thought, you know what, why don't we start giving floats for people who take the time to join office hours? And maybe, we'll occasionally have a float for office hours, so you have to join every office hours to know if there's a float that day. And maybe if you get a certain amount of them, there's going to be a prize. Who knows? But you can start by claiming this one. Trey, if you can also maybe share the link in the chat in case people can't scan the QR code. But this is the first ever office hour float. So for those of you who don't know, float is the flow attendance platform. So it is your proof of participation of having been in office hours. Now, to claim it, you need to have a special claim code, which I will give later. So you can start preparing this page, but I will give the claim code later. So you have to stick around. All right, so let's go to the agenda. And actually, no, sorry. First, let's introduce ourselves. So if this is your first office hours, by the way, and you're listening in on Twitch or Twitter or YouTube, and you want to join the fun and the conversation, make sure to come check us out on Discord and the office hours voice chat. And we also have a Slido for any questions throughout the office hour, which we'll be monitoring and sharing. So if you don't want to talk, or if you don't know how to get push to talk working, just write out your question either in the text chat or in the Slido, and we'll try to answer all questions. Without further ado, let's blaze through the flow team that you'll often see on Discord, and then we can get right into the agenda items. So we have the dev avocados, so Kim, Bruno, and myself. We have the community managers, Carol and Trey, the cadence experts, Josh and Bastian, the FCL, Flow Client Library, and SDK engineers, Greg, Chase, Max, Gregor, and Yanez, the DevX team, Shrinjoy, Mac, Pete, Morton, and Alex, the solutions engineering, Albert, and product marketing, David. If you need to contact any of them, we will be sharing this FigJam board where you can get their Discord username. So today we have the Fabricant talking about their project, and then we have OutBlock showcasing, giving us a sneak peek of a new wallet for Flow. So I don't want to take up much more time. I think we can just dive right into it. So I will welcome Nirmala and Marco to talk about the Fabricant.
Hi there.
Hey.
Nice to be here. Thanks, everyone. Marco's here as well.
Hello everyone.
So just to quickly introduce ourselves, I'm Nirmala. I'm head of community at the Fabricant and have been working with the Fabricant since 2020, before the studio was created. And the studio is really what we're here to tell you guys about. And Marco is our CTO. I'll let you quickly introduce yourself, Marco.
Yeah, I joined the team 9 months ago and jumping directly into studio. So studio is a baby for me. Is like all the focus. Most of my time is on this, and super excited to talk about the project.
Yeah, and to give, I want to share my screen so we can show you kind of how it works, but just to give a quick overview before I do that. The Fabricant Studio is Web3 digital fashion platform. And what you can do there on the platform is co-create, trade, and enable wearing for digital fashion NFTs. And the Fabricant, we have a mission to build a digital-only fashion ecosystem, starting with these NFTs. We have very grand plans, and actually we just announced we got funding too, which is super exciting, to build out the wardrobe of the metaverse. But really, our mission is to bring creators from all over the world, all different, backgrounds, to come and learn how to be a creator and to kind of, not even just be a creator, a co-creator or a collector, and kind of find a place in this digital fashion ecosystem if that's what they want. So we're really here to try and make it accessible and scalable for everyone. So let me share my screen. I think we can talk through the project with what is coming up. And what I'm going to be sharing is testnet. So let me, tell me if this works. Okay, is my screen sharing? No, it's not.
It's still loading.
Okay, I'll let it load. But basically what I'm about to show you is testnet and the studio itself. And we're about to launch. So we've kind of done, we had season 0, which is when we launched last year. And the way that it kind of works with the Fabricant is that you can co-create digital fashion items. So what that means is you come to the platform, you have a selection of garments, and they're basically 3D models of garments that we've kind of partnered with different digital fashion designers or normal fashion designers to create. And you also have a full selection of materials, so textures that you can apply to the garments and colors that you can apply as well. So rather than this being like you come and just mint something, you kind of come and you co-create. So you make a selection of the garment, you make a selection of the materials, and then you mint a unique combination. I think it's still loading. Ooh.
And just to jump on this, all the materials and garments are themselves NFTs. So basically, the combination of material and garments that they are the result of the kind of co-creation tool are become NFT of NFTs. So we're kind of composing using composability of flow and cadence in terms of features, just to make this combination more powerful. And of course, in the future, we're gonna add more and more in terms of that. And it's super interesting. At the moment, material and garments are not yet separable, so it's something that we are not able to trade separately, but it's something that we are considering for the future. Nirmala, I can see.
Yeah, I'm just
You want to try?
You know what? I have a feeling. Yeah, it's giving me an error actually. Yeah, Marco, maybe you could try screen share, sorry.
Let me try.
Are you on the browser version of Discord?
No, I'm in the app.
Oh.
Yeah, but I'm just checking what it's...
Hmm.
I'm on a Mac, yeah.
Yeah, you might
Yeah,
have
me
to
too.
adjust the settings to screen
I need to quit or reopen. I don't know what it's doing because I set up already and previously I share. Let me jump back, okay?
Yeah.
Okay, thanks, Marco. Sorry, guys. I'll keep talking while we do this.
Do you want to talk about what you're off? Do you want to talk about your mint list maybe in the meantime?
Yes, no, definitely. So basically, what's coming up is what we want to show you is season 2, and we're kicking off season 2 at the end of this week with a collection from Steffi Fung, who is a digital fashion, well, she's a 3D artist and digital fashion designer, and she's been kind of working in the NFT space for the last year, and she's created a Zodiac wardrobe collection. So it's 12 garments, one each representing an animal from the Zodiac, which is cool. And then we've partnered with 7 other material designers, and they have all provided different fabrics. We have 15 fabrics, and altogether there's up to 35,000 unique combinations that you can create. And we're launching next Friday. It's going to be, minting will be open for a week, and the price will be 15 flow per mint, and you can mint up to 5 per wallet. And it isn't invite only, just like basically our first 4 seasons we want to do invite only, just while we're testing and learning, and trying to figure out like how it all works. So to get on the mint list, we've actually created a float as well. I think everyone's super excited about floats. We created a float that I think will be in the FigJam board that will be shared, where you can, if you basically claim that float and there is a code that you need to use, it's the Year of the Tiger 1986. If you claim it, every wallet that claims that will get access to mint in season 2 as well. So that's really exciting. But yeah, what I wanted to show, and we'll wait till Marco gets back, is basically you come in, you see the garment, you see the materials, and then when you actually go into the creation phase, we have like a WebGL 3D viewer of the garment and the fabric, so you can really play around with it live in real time. And then when you click mint, then it gets minted on mainnet. And what you receive first is like a placeholder visual, because the process is that once we get the combination, we then send it to Unreal, like all the metadata. So the garment, the colors that you choose, and the fabric, that gets all rendered in Unreal. We do like a 360 turntable and images. And then we will have on the 29th of April, so a week after the minting closes, a reveal moment. So you come back to your profile and there will be a reveal, like an unwrap action that will appear on your NFT that you've created. When you click that, it will again trigger an action on the chain where it will update the metadata to your final render. But we've kind of created this cool unwrap or reveal animation that it triggers as well, which is super fun. And the other cool thing about this drop is we're introducing, I guess, like a post-mint reward to really test different types of utility. So in the keeping with the theme of the Zodiac and Chinese New Year, we're going to be giving away red envelopes to everyone that mints. You'll get one. And in those red envelopes is like a unique animal poster that Steffi designed. And yeah, that will entitle you to some rewards that will include wearables for Decentraland or for AR filters or things like that. It's really for us to kind of test different utility. And what I'm going to do, just while we wait, I'm going to drop into our channel
Nirmala, I can. I'm back.
Hey Marco, sorry, I didn't see. Yes,
Yeah,
go for it.
Discord decided to install updates just in time.
Oh yeah.
So let me go live.
It's a known thing. You have to have all your updates only when you're going live and showing something.
Yeah, exactly. So can you see my screen, right?
So we can see it. Awesome,
Yes.
Marco. You can take
Cool,
them for a
perfect.
spin.
Okay, perfect. Okay, so basically, as you can see, there are this is the main page on testnet where we show basically kind of what we are planning with the co-creation tool, with this parallax animation where you choose a garment, you customize the fabric, and you add colors, so we can mint the NFT. So here we showed our upcoming campaign. As I said, as Nirmala said, Steffi Fungo, next one, and then we're gonna have World of Women in May, and the Fabricant label is gonna drop in July. And here the latest from the marketplace that we're gonna see in a moment. But let's go jump into the co-creator. Co-creators basically for Steffi Fung, we have a selection of 12 different garments. As I said, they are NFT themselves, even if we're not able yet to trade separately. But in the future, will be interesting to also have that kind of functionality. So, for example, we can choose one of them. I mean, me, I'm a serpent, I'm a snake, so you choose mine in terms of zodiac. But of course, it's not any boundaries about that. So you can choose here. You see the material. We have different materials. 20, right?
I
Oh,
think for
15.
this one we've got 15 for Steffi, but for World of
15,
Werewolves
right? Yeah.
we have 20. But they're all, as Marcus
No,
said,
exactly.
individual NFTs and different creators. So each of these, and the cool thing when this item gets minted, their wallet will get added to the contract. So they will receive. Yeah, that's something we could talk about too after Marcus is finished. But yeah.
Yeah. So you see, basically, we have a preview with the WebGL in 3D. So basically, you can do in both browser and on desktop and laptop, mobile. We are really keen to have a super smooth experience on mobile as well. So everything works on mobile as well. So you can select the color, of course, then you can mint. The price that we put at the moment is 15 flow, and of course here it's testnet, so it's just to show you basically what's going on. So the idea is that we're not gonna reveal immediately, but we're gonna have a reveal time. In the meantime, of course, we are still like in the process where we render everything on Unreal Engine, and then we reveal with a reveal time. As you can see here, we have the transaction was successfully. We can see on my profile, basically these one are not revealed yet. As you can see, also I'm keeping everything from season 1 as well. So here we are the unrevealed render that we're gonna have. So kind of the placeholder that is gonna become then the render. The reveal is gonna happen. Of course, you can also sell and trade in the marketplace. So here we have all the specs about all the characteristic of the NFT, and then of course, as I said, we can go also. We have the marketplace here where we have different. As I said here, you see there are some that has been revealed from season 1. For example, here rendered with Unreal Engine. This one from season 0, and of course, people are still able to trade as a unreveal, also reveal, and this is the kind of main functionality. Here we are adding the filtering, of course, about what has been available on the marketplace. We are trying to encourage people to show everything because we are still at the beginning. So also we can define if something is still available or has been sold. So just to be sure that we have plenty of choice in terms of what people can see in the marketplace. Also, you can filter by price and season.
Maybe, Marco, you could show one of the renders as well, like a close-up of what the final...
Yeah, sure, definitely. This one, for example, you see one of the render here. Let me see if we were on testnet. Things they got broken all the time. So, okay. Yeah, so as you can see, it's the kind of a turntable where you can see the quality of the render that we are achieving now with Unreal. We're pushing really in terms of quality. We want to, and Unreal Engine for us is really cool. You know, we have a partnership with Epic Games, really strict partnership. We got a grant from them. So we are trying to push a lot in terms of real-time rendering, and we're gonna have more and more progress in terms of high-end quality for sure there, also for the next season. And as you can see, of course, you can also download once you have, at least for mainnet, you can download the items. Of course, there's gonna be all the future utility that we can discuss as well. In terms of profile, as I said, profile is still sample with really kind of minimalistic in the sense you have the flow balance. We have the fabric token that is gonna be released later this year, so it's still like a work in progress, our tokenomics. And here the profile that we're still like super minimal, but for the new season, the next couple of seasons is gonna grow more and more in terms of customization.
Yeah, and the other thing we could talk about too is the contract itself and how it works in the sense that when you mint an item, so there's a garment creator, who's like a unique creator. There's the material creators who are unique creators, and then there's the co-creator, so the person that actually makes the combination. So, like in this case, Marco has minted this item. We kind
Actually,
of
yeah, let me show here, for example, if I, for example, I put something in the marketplace, you see that the royalty calculator, as Nirmala is saying, calculate the royalty split between the co-creator, so the person, they combine garment and material, but also garment and material designers. And of course, our fee, actually 50% goes into our treasury for future project for supporting our community. So we strongly believe on this co-creation process where everyone that is involved in the creation process can benefit, and this is kind of how we also visualize immediately to the user how this royalty split happens.
Yeah, and I think on the utility, what we're going to be looking at. I mean, we're in Metaverse Fashion Week with Decentraland, which is on Polygon. They're not on Flow, but there's something they're working on to link chain, and we're going to continue exploring what's possible there. But for Steffi, anyway, we're going to get each of the items made as DCL wearables, so people will be able to do a fashion show there. And I think and we just announced a partnership with Matrix World, and obviously they're still working on their wearables, but in future we hope to kind of continue building relationships with metaverses, so Sandbox, DCL, Matrix World, many others. Ready Player Me Too we're working with. So yeah, that kind of goes beyond this itself, but that kind of talks more to the utility.
Well, we have a lot of questions for you. So
yes.
in the interest of
Okay.
time, I'd love to ask
Go
them.
for
So
it.
that sustainability So sustainability is a really important discussion in fashion. How is Fabricant addressing that?
So, I mean, I think that's like one of the big reasons why we actually went with Flow, because we kind of, I mean, Marco, you can kind of speak more to that one.
Yeah, I mean, the reason why the Fabricant exists, one of the reasons is sustainability. So it's not just about blockchain, but it's even digital fashion paradigm is because also of sustainability. Of course, as Nirmala said, one of the reasons why we choose Flow was because of sustainability. I think of course there are compromises in everything. So there are other sustainable blockchain, but Flow gave us confidence about the functionality, the scalability, the robustness of the blockchain compared to other blockchain. And yes, it's super important, really. Of course, we are conscious also of the fact that any digital creation has some impact, energy impact. So even if we all read probably the latest report from Deloitte about blockchains, and particularly about Flow, that when we mint on Flow, in average is like just doing a tweet. And it's impressive. At the same time, of course, it doesn't mean that we should by then create and mint billions or trillions of items just for that. So we are conscious also of the fact that all things that we do in digital world has an impact. And we want to partner with the best technology for that, but also keeping an eye on still on the numbers that we create. So we are really kind of calculating as well our impact in general for energy, for the environment, and so it's super important.
Yeah. And to add to what Marco was saying before, yeah, like digital only fashion, and when you kind of go digital only with fashion, you cut out like that whole physical supply chain process, which is hugely labor intensive and wasteful. And, not only is it bad for the environment, it also kind of has a lot of negative impacts with, kind of working conditions and things like that. So I think digital only, we're really trying to create this like new ecosystem or seed this new ecosystem that is equitable, that's fair, but also way less intensive on the environment. And also not fall into like fast fashion. So I did say there's 35 combinations, but they're all one of one. Like it's not like there's 10,000 editions of, like we're trying to still find a way to do that. Yeah. Limitations. Yeah.
Cool. So we have a lot of people excited about wanting to use it.
Yes.
First one is, are you going to be integrating with Genies?
It's a good question. I mean, we are talking with them and other partners. It's all about getting kind of a share values and a roadmap, because of course Genius as well, they are working with the wearables. So, and for us, we're basically a bit different in terms of visual quality, because now we are more focused on the high end, while Genius has a really distinctive quality. So if I can tell you as a CTO, as my part, technically, of course, are different world as well. But definitely we are discussing with all the avatar platform, and Genius, I mean, really cool people. I know them personally, and definitely they are doing great, and we will be happy when there is the right moment to get something together and collab with them.
Cool. You kind of answered the third question, which is where can we use your digital wares? I think you mentioned Decentraland, discussions with Matrix World. Since we don't have that much time, I'd like to focus on the top two, which are what are the challenges of getting digital fashion to be adopted by the mainstream audience, and any other projects planned, such as the one that you're working with World Women.
You go, Marco.
Yeah. I go. Okay.
You go first, and I'll add.
Yeah. In terms of going to the masses, like the reaching the masses means really the onboarding for me personally, and for the fabricant altogether. The onboarding means making everything smooth, everything seamless, like the payment, the onboarding, the all trading, making things super secure. So it's not just, and digital fashion, for digital fashion particularly means of course giving a utility, a reason why people should go back and co-create. That means of course expanding into different platform, let's call metaverses if we want. It means different platform in different kind of devices, so also AR, VR, even normal desktop, everything in games, it could be in the Zoom calls, in meetings. Digital fashion, the amazing thing of digital fashion, that is not fashion, is way more than that, because it loses all the kind of functionality of fashion in terms of covering ourselves as humans, but also by stick on the concept of identity in a way that is super powerful. So people need in the digital world to create and find their own identities, and digital fashion is the best way to do that, because it's really like it's not just like a PFP, like my PFP, your PFP, where we just use one of the 10,000 collection, but it's even more, because it's something that you can use in different platforms, they interact with you, and people see you with that in that way. So it's definitely, we strongly believe on that, but of course, as I said, there is a lot of challenges technically, interoperability, for example, how we can translate items from Decentraland to Sandbox to Fortnite. I mean, there are no trivial challenges.
Yeah, I think I agree with that last point with Marco. Like the scaling right now is super manual, and I think right, so we kind of start with metahumans from Unreal to create these beautiful high-res models, but then we have to kind of bring them onto different avatars for different metaverses. So scaling it is manual, and actually that is a whole team of people needed, people that will translate wearables across the metaverse. It's like definitely going to be we'll be looking for people that have that skill set.
Yeah. I
so
mean,
that's-
Roblox,
yeah.
sorry, Roblox took 2 years to find a solution now to convert wearables between their own games, not even other platforms. So it's a challenge. We are acting creatively also on that, not just trying to solve the problem at all costs from scratch. There are many ways to do that.
Yeah, that's right. And we're kind of prototyping. So Sandbox is another one we're working with. And to talk about, to kind of also answer your second question and talk about this, how it connects with avatars too, we're partnering with World of Women, a PFP project, which I'm sure many of you have heard of, where we've actually created all the 27 looks from their original collection. And we have like the 27 originals that will be kind of available for people, to kind of purchase, or we'll be airdropping them to World of Women holders. But we're also going to make all 27 available in the studio, and that'll be in late May. We can do the same thing that we just showed, come and co-create. And I guess that's also hinting at this future of, you could have your PFP character and then you can change their outfit maybe and things like that. So I think like we're kind of building, the cool thing with what we're doing is we can connect with so many different PFP projects actually, because it can, hopefully the dress you wear on your World of Women you can also wear on your Flovatar or whatever, Ballers or whatever it is. So yeah.
Cool. And any other major projects planned?
I think, the World of Women drop will be another big one. So Steffi Fung is happening next week, and then World of Women is happening in May, and then the label. So we're also going to be, the Fabricant itself is a digital fashion house, digital only fashion house, and we're going to be launching the label, and that's going to be really exciting, where we're going to really see what we can do. Yeah.
Cool.
And then we go into surprise.
Yeah, then it's all surprises.
Nice. Yeah, of course.
Yeah, we can't talk yet.
But there's going to be some
Stay
pretty
tuned
exciting-
is the classic thing to say.
exactly.
Yeah. Cool. So, Carol, can we zoom in one last time on I know that we linked it in the office hours text chat, by the way. There's the link and the claim code. If you want to get access to the mint list spot, you have to mint this float and have it in your account.
Correct. And the code is 1986, which is one of the years of the tiger. That's why we chose it.
Awesome. Well, thank you so much for talking to us and sharing your awesome project. Hopefully, you'll be back to talk about all the cool stuff that's happening in future office hours. And everyone, check out the Fabricant.
Thank you very much. And definitely
Thank you.
be here. And well, as always, love all the work you guys, everyone in this. I see lots of awesome people in this making cool flow projects. So thanks everyone.
Cool. And if you stick around, we might have extra questions at the end if we have time.
We're here.
Cool. Awesome. Cool.
I'm super interested into the next project now to listen to. So.
Awesome. Well, then, without further ado, let's jump right to it. How do you want to talk to us about OutBlock and what you have to show us?
Yeah, sure. Yeah, thanks. Yeah, so I can start share my screens and then let me know when you guys can see it.
Yep.
Yeah, so give you guys a bit background introduction. So OutBlock is a big new teams now. And so right now we are doing a Flow wallet, which is called Lilico. So right now Lilico is a first of all, the Lilico is a non-custodial wallet. And second thing was Lilico will live in your browser, but also we will public our mobile wallet as well. So basically we would like to have our wallet into both three platforms, iOS, Android, and Chrome's. And yeah, so I think now we can maybe I can do the demo first, and then I can introduce you like what the product's about.
That's great.
And so yeah, so first of all, once you installed Lilico, you will land on this welcome page. Either you can import your wallet or create a new one. So import wallet, you can put in your existing recurve phrases, or you can restore it from your backup. So in our cases, right now, we don't have any wallet yet. So yeah, let's go ahead to create a new one. So yeah, the first step, we have to create a username. So this username had to be unique. So here I just give the example like test for 23. Okay, yeah. And afterwards, here we will randomly generate those mnemonic for you. So you have to save that properly. That's the whole your access to your wallet. Yeah, so don't share that to anyone. Right now, just for demo purposes. So yeah, here you can hide that. Yeah. So once you write it down, and then next steps will ask you to create a password to secure your wallet. Here, okay. Let me create a secure one. And yes, once you agree, then we can starting our registration inflow. And at the end, so right now we have the optional progress. So if you want to back up your mnemonic, those recurve phrases to your Google Drive, and you can do that. And here we give examples. We are creating those backup. So next time, even you changing a new laptop, or laptop is lost, or your Chrome somehow is broken, and still you can restore that from your Google account. And let's ping this wallet. Yeah, and right now you are good to go. Let's launch our wallet. Yeah, so once we click on that, and here we have this green circle was represented for testnet, and here we have label in here as well. And yeah, once you click inside of these tokens, is what give you current balances, and also we integrating the floor prices as well. If you are interested, so you can check the floor prices at a different period. From 1 day to 1 year, or all the time. And also one thing we bring out was for these platforms. I know people might using Kraken Preferred, so yeah, they can check in the pricing Kraken as well. And since it's a testnet, here we have a quick link to claim some tokens to get started. Okay. Okay, copy the link, copy your address at the top of the header. Pasting here. Let's do some. Okay, let's wait a bit until we get the tokens. All right. Yeah, all right. Yeah, there we go. So that's your testnet tokens. And then basically you can in the future we are integrating this buy of functionalities that you can use in MoonPay to buy your flow tokens, and also you can send that. That one we will cover that later on. And so basically the second tab will about your NFTs. But NFTs, we will show that in the minute. And then the third tab will be your settings. So basically in settings here, you can managing your wallet and also your address book or your backup. If you want to, you don't want first secures, you can delete your backup from here also. And yeah, so here we want to enable developer mode, which allows you to switch in the account between the mainnet and testnet. Yeah, so actually that's your main account. And also once you enable your developer mode, here have a quick drop down so you can switch in between two network. Yeah, so yeah, let's go to the sending part. Let's go to the sending part. So in the sending part in here, we integrating with some domain, the find XYZ. And if you just type in someone's with domain names, you should find them in here. And also this button, you add him into your address book. And so next time when you want to send in, he will already in your address book with his account. And also we have to integrate it not only for finding XYZ, but we also integrate it with FNS and also can searching others by the usernames. Yeah, once you're done, then basically here we can send in your flow. And yeah, that's the confirmations. Once we do that, here we have the pending transaction here. And once you click on that in the flow scan, you can see that a real transaction was happening right now. It's been pending. Yeah, it's success. And yeah, so you can see your balance was been changing now. And also in the top right corners, here we are supporting other fungible token as well. Basically, you can here you can open those about for them. Yeah, we are just enable USD, so later on we can play with that. Okay, yeah, back to our one thing I missed. So is the deposit. Basically, deposit is kind of easy. Just for your QR code, scan the QR code, this will be your address. Yeah, let's back to the fun part about NFTs. So for NFTs, we have switching that to the mainnet. Yeah, just loading. Yeah, so yeah, that's your NFTs. Here we just for testing purposes, so we just grab one of the address from the mainnet. So that's the NFT under that wallet. And yeah, so as you can see in this all NFTs, we supporting not only for pictures but also for video as well. Yeah, let's have sounds in here. And also we have the attribute that you can look at for the NFT about his description as well. So the right button in here will be asking you could download that NFTs. All right. Not sure how that will work. And also, we supporting two different layouts for your NFTs. One you see list all your NFT out, but also you can view them in collections. Yeah, so inside collections, you can have the quick link to go to the website and or to the marketplaces where you can buy it. And then, yeah, so in the top corner in here, we will supporting in the future, in the coming future, we are supporting all those NFTs in here that you can open the vault or give a quick link to share what it's about. And yeah, so right now we have talking about fungible token and the non-fungible tokens in this wallet. And I think there was one very important part, like how this wallet talking with those dApps, right? And so here we give the examples, which call the Flowness, which is dApps in Flow blockchain. So basically that one, I'm just going to show you how that one, how it works with Lilico. And if we click on this Connect Wallet, basically we have to go to the discovery selections. So you will see Lilico will be in here. Once you click on that, we will have this pop-up while showing you this dApps will connect with your wallet and to see your address and balances. So once you get connected, as you can see here, they will get your address. And let's just initiating a transactions. Okay, yeah, everyone register that. Then I can do the registration. Yeah, so once you click on the registrations, we will have another pop-up ask you to prove in these transactions. And also we'll show you where this transaction coming from which domains and what the script's about. And yeah, you can click approval. And then we just can wait until this transaction being approved. Yeah, register success. So which means right now I just register this domain, and we can try that in our here. We just register test 12 and open. Yeah, so as you can see, the address is exactly the same with our current wallet. So which means we just bought these domains in testnet. Yeah, so I'm just gonna demonstrate it to the other things, like accidentally, however, your extension was being deleted or you are just getting a new laptop. So what you can do is you can install this this extension wallet, and then we'll go to your import wallet part. So once you previously, if you have your backup in the Google Drive, so you can click on that button. Basically, that one will fetching your backups. So here is the one we just created, which is test 2023. And here you have to enter the password you create before to protect your wallet, to protect your backup. If that matches, basically it will review those mnemonic that we just generated before. And then, yeah, so basically you are back, but you'll get all your wallet back now, and you can just try to log in there back. Yeah, sorry. Yeah, so here, as you can see, your balance still here, and also those transaction we just made it, this record is still here as well. Yeah, I think I might cover all these things now. Yeah. In the wallet part, you hear is a bit more technical, that you can see your private keys or recover phrases at any time if you remember your password is, and yeah. Yeah, in the address book, you can managing those your address, and also basically you can import the address as well with your with the name. We will check the address in the mainnet or testnet, make sure the address is validated. So you don't have to worry about to type in the wrong address, then result incorrect transactions. Yeah, I think basically I cover all the things now. And also one thing excited was as I just mentioned previously, we are not only doing our extension wallet, but the extension wallet will coming soon. But also we are doing our mobile wallet as well. Here is an example for Android. So Android actually, in the mobile wallet actually is more fine here. You can have top selections for your for NFTs. So, and then we also we're implementing the share NFTs functionalities. Basically, you have your top selections, and then you can share one single NFTs or the collection of your NFTs out. And here I can give and yeah, so here we have different collections. You can see is a quick way to exchange that, and also we have different layout to see all your NFT collections. And in the top corners here, we have the different layouts for your NFT as well. So you can see that. And we all support this like video type NFT as well. So in the future, we would like to make the NFT more fun. We will including some widgets. Basically, you can see your NFT in your home screen, in your phone screen. You don't need to enter the app to see your NFTs. And also, we would like to bring AR cameras and also like some NFT cameras as well. You can put your NFT as your camera background or as a sticker. Yeah, we just want to make the NFT more fun, because right now, most of the wallet is a bit boring. They just store your tokens and then that's it. but there was no more like interaction, like how you make the NFT more interactable. Yeah, basically that's our goal is. And also we have iOS in here. iOS, yeah, for these NFTs, and that's your wallet. And iOS actually is playable as well, so basically can. Yeah, we will do a lot of like this kind of like playable or funny things in our wallet. Yeah. Is there any questions? It's a bit long demo time.
This was fantastic. Thanks for showing all three versions, and it looks amazing. I also don't want to talk. I want others to chime in. I'm sure a lot of people have a lot of questions. We do have two in the Slido that I can get to right off the bat. The first one is, how can new NFT collections be added to the list?
So for new NFT to add into list, so right now what we are doing was in the right corners in this ad, we will have the list of the NFTs. Basically, you will click on this add buttons, similar to the fungible token what we are doing. Yeah. So because you have to enable that NFT vault first, and then to see that. Yeah.
And
if the NFT,
and if,
yeah.
and if
sorry.
a project wants to be in that collection list?
We will have to we'll maintain a list in there. So basically, just they might just give our like few information, then we can add them into the list.
Maybe like a GitHub repo or something where people can submit their project.
Yeah, we have the GitHub repo for that. Yeah.
Awesome. Cool. And the other question is, how do you ensure that the Google Drive backup is secure? Folks have had their wallets stolen from storing them in places like Dropbox in the past.
Yeah, so there were like 3 layers of the security for that Google Drive backup. So the first of all, the backup files, that one is not accessible to other applications. It's only our applications was have the access. We are using the app folders, which will specific our application can access on that. Even user can't see the file content. That's the first security layer. And second security layers is that files we don't store the raw keys. Basically, we will do one layer of encryption on that, and that's the second layers we are doing. And the third layers is as we can see, once user he restored it back, he have to enter the password, and that password was have to provide by the users. And so basically, they were like, yeah, that's the third layers of the security for your private keys. Yeah, is that so? Yeah, basically for someone, if they got the files, and even they know what your password is, but they might still can't retrieve your private key back from the files. Yeah,
almost as if you've thought it through. Just kidding.
Yeah.
Awesome. Does anyone here have any questions live? If you do unmute, remember you may be pushed to talk.
Hey guys, it's Albert. Can you hear me?
Yeah. Hey, Albert.
How's it going? I am so thrilled to have OutBlock happening. Oh my God, this is really exciting. Thank you so much for this epic demo, and I can't wait to spread the news. Quick question I had was, is the Alchemy API powering the discoverability of the NFTs, or the display rather, in your UI here in the wallet?
Yeah, that's correct. Currently, for the NFT part, we are using the Alchemy API to doing that. Yeah.
Great. Just wanted everybody to note that. And that's a publicly available repo. Maybe I'll stick the link in office hours unless somebody can beat me to it.
Yeah.
Thank you so much for answering the question and for your demo.
May I also say that it looks much better than MetaMask? So great job on the UX.
Yeah, thanks.
Does anyone else have any questions or comments or ideas? You just check the Slido. No questions. You must have done a great job during the demo. Wait, a couple
Yeah.
people are typing. Oh yeah, this is a pretty obvious question, which came at the same time. When launch and when is Lilico releasing?
Okay. Yeah, that's a good question. So basically, Lyrica right now we are doing internal testing. So there was forms in here. I might post that later into the chat. So who are interested, basically they can register the email in here. I will send the internal beta build they can play with. And for the public releasing, right now the mainly blocker for us was for the Google review progress. But I think how say 90% it will get that done at the end of April. We will be in within this April. We will in the Chrome store, I believe. Yeah.
Nice. And are there plans to support other browsers as well, or at least other web extension-based browsers?
Yeah, so for now, we in the first release, mainly we will focus on Chrome first, and then later on we are testing our adoptions into Brave and also Edge or like other browser and Firefox, those kind of things. Yeah.
Awesome. And another question from the chat is the source going to be open source?
For now, we haven't opened our source yet because because right now it's a bit messy. To be honest, this project is right now it's been 2.5 months for this extension. So yeah, in the future we might well consider to open to do open source. But for now we haven't decided yet because we have some security concern as well. As we just mentioned, because there was some encryption also happening in our client side end. Yeah, we are a bit worried about if we do the open source, the for that encryption part might be an issue.
And another question that just came in is, well, we have two actually. But this one is probably more related to what you've just been talking about. Is will you be usually the wallet funds the transactions? Is this also going to be the case with Lilico?
So for now, basically, we want to pay the user transactions. Is that the things about? Yeah. So because it's a fully non-custody wallet, you have your private keys and then you sign all the stuff. Basically, we won't touching with that. So yeah, so basically for all the transaction part, we might you might have to pay on your gas fee on that. But for some of the but in the future, if we have some activities in the wallet or some transactions, basically we have the ability also we can pay you for the gas fees.
Got it. So so essentially, since it's fully non-custodial, then users will have to pay their own gas fees, or transaction fees. But if you do things within Lilico itself where you're involved as a signer, then they would be subsidized, right?
Yeah, that's right.
Got it. Another question is, what dApps are you launching with Lilico?
So dApp right now, basically we are just pushing, we are in contact with the Flow dApp projects right now to ask them to support Lilico. For now, to be honest, right now there are not much dApps right now support Lilico at the moment. But supporting Lilico is very easy. Basically, they just need to upgrade the FCLGS version. and that's it. They don't need to do any special handling for that, and you're just gonna work automatically. Yeah, they might do a bit changes. Will be the FCL configuration part, but yeah, just few lines, just very easy.
So if for all you project owners in the call and for all of you watching after, make sure that you reach out. Actually, what's the best way to reach out to you? I'm assuming you'll also share this link, but if you want to integrate with projects, how can they reach out to you?
Yeah, I mean, basically, you can reach out to me by Discord. I think that's the easiest way. I think everyone right now in Flow community have Discord. Yeah.
So it would be joining your Discord or writing to you directly.
Yeah, they can write me directly. Yeah.
Cool. Awesome. Yeah, I've just pasted your Discord, the OutBlock Discord, in the chat.
Yeah.
And otherwise, reach out to Hao, and yeah, get your project compatible with Lilico because it looks awesome. Thanks, Hao, for sure, enjoy.
Can I mention something super quick?
Of course.
So one of the best ways to get integrated with Lilico is going to be through FCL Discovery. So that's the first little tab that you saw when Hao was demoing the FlowNS site. And so I would, so we have it out on, I believe, the FCL Alpha build, if you want to check out the new Discovery. And that's going to have some additional features to make like that last used and installed a little bit nicer. And it'll be necessary for the extension to work correctly. So I would encourage everyone to check out the alpha build and see how your app looks on Discovery. And that way you can get supported or be on the track to get supported.
Yeah, thanks, Enjoy.
Great point. Yeah, that's the whole beauty of FCL, right? dApps don't need to worry about wallets. So cool. All right. Carol had to temporarily step out, so I'm going to share my screen real quick.
Yeah.
Let me know if you can see it. All right. So let me just double check if there's any questions. Lilico is fully non-custodial. What about the keys? I think you kind of answered this in your demo, Hao. But if you have anything to add about keys and key management, feel free to step in.
Yeah, so things is fully non-custodial, so user will have to have the responsibility to keep the keys. And also, but however, we will provide the optional way that they can back up in the Google Drive. And for the mobile phone, they can choose in iCloud instead. Yeah, that's the plan.
Awesome. And as you mentioned, there's various layers of security, 3 layers of security by using the backup. So
yeah, that's right. And yeah, only you can access. It's not that file is not stored in any our public places. It's on your personal Google Drive, and only you can access to that. And you have to enter your keys to do the encryption. Yeah.
Awesome. All right. Well, thank you so much for showing us Lilico. I can't wait to use it. So keep us in the loop, and we'll have you back in office hours once you're ready to share more. For those of you who stuck around until now, this is the office hours float. I'll also paste the link. Actually, I already pasted the link in the chat. And the secret claim code is what makes Flow so special, which is resource, all lowercase. So if you want to claim the first ever office hours float, the claim code is resource, and it's only going to be active for the next hour or so. So make sure that you claim it soon. And yeah, I also know that Flovatar recently launched a new landing page. Luca, do you want to talk about it if you're still here? think he left. No. Oh no, he's here, but maybe he can't talk. But you can talk about it in another office hours, or he might be rejoining. Anyways, Luca, I see you came back. How do I?
He's unmuted.
Yeah, I think how do we let him talk? I think it's the.
He might be pushed to talk currently, but let me see if I can put the speaker role on you. Luca, speaker. Okay, Luca, just check your voice settings to see if you can activate your voice activity, and then you should be free to talk.
Oh, it's a lot of claims.
Oh.
You can see live claiming going on. In the meantime. Anyways,
Can you hear me?
Yes, we can.
Oh,
Hey.
sorry. I had to reboot for the permissions as always, and yeah. Thanks for yeah. So yeah, super excited to let everyone know that we launched actually a new page. Let me share my screen quickly. In Flowavatar, we have a Get Started page. It's a whole new section where you will be able, beside getting onboarded on Flowavatar, will help you to set up the Blockto wallet. It's really easy, but especially get the flow currency in your wallet. That it's one of the hardest part for our users at the moment. So you will have some nice options if you have already some cryptocurrency around. So if you have MetaMask, if you have Kraken, Crypto, Binance, or other, for each one we try to outline step by step all the different things you need to do, like Uniswap, the wrapped flow, and then teleport it to Blockto, and these kind of things. And also, if you don't have anything, if you want to try MoonPay also on our website, or we suggest you to sign up on Kraken and the other exchanges. So yeah, hopefully it will help people on board in the Flow ecosystem in general. We also link at the bottom also the other projects and the Flow part, so they can get onboarded on any Flow project. And yeah, hopefully it will be useful for other people.
I know a lot of people have questions on how to get Flow, and this getting started was super clear. So yeah, I'll be linking a lot of people to it. And actually, do you mind if we use some of it to make maybe like a video or something to help people?
Absolutely, yeah. And I welcome any comments, updates, because I try to cover as many options as possible. But then some places like Asia, other places, maybe I don't know if it's more complicated for them or not. So I welcome any other instruction that we can add to this. We try to point to the Flowverse page that lists all the different exchanges as well. So if we didn't list one, like KuCoin is becoming popular, and a few others. So yeah, definitely.
Awesome. And I see that you have a getting started with Blockto. Maybe in the future you'll also have a integrating with Lilico.
Absolutely.
Maybe?
Yeah, I've been actually on Discord already with him. Yeah.
Awesome. Cool.
Yeah.
All right. Thanks for sharing, Luca. Cool. All right. We are over time. Thanks everyone for joining this week's office hours. I don't know if the team has time to do breakouts because we're already over time. We are going to reevaluate kind of structuring this so that people who have technical questions and just want to talk to the team, they can. Maybe that can be done async though. So if you do have questions, check out the FigJam board and kind of reach out to, we also have the various developer channels where you can reach out and ask your questions. But mindful that over the last couple of times, we haven't had time to talk about breakouts. So yeah, if you have suggestions on how we can better structure these events, maybe split them between AMAs and purely technical office hours, let us know. But it is a great time to kind of like get everyone to see what's happening and share cool projects. All right. Well, wow. A lot of people are claiming floats. Yeah, there was like a big bundle of them being claimed right now. Awesome. Well, then there's nothing left to do than to say goodbye, to thank you all for joining and for claiming the first ever float on mainnet for office hours. And as I said, we're going to be using this for future office hours. And, you know, if you collect a certain amount, maybe that will give you a prize. We still have to decide what that prize is, but it could be flow, it could be swag, it could be anything. But just to, you know, as a thank you for being a part of all these office hours. Awesome. All right. Then with this, I will say thanks for joining and have a great rest of your week, and see you next week on office hours again. Bye, everyone.
Bye.
The number one float.
Who got the number one? Carol get number one?
Yeah, but Andreas got 0.
Oh man, you guys are so cool. I didn't. I got so much further down.
Bjartik, do you wanna? Oh, I think Bjartik's. Sorry, go ahead, Trey.
I was just saying I did claim my float though, but yeah.
We have 53 claimed. Nice.
Sweet.
That's a lot of people. Suspiciously more than attendees, maybe? Some people are probably sharing the link and the passcode to various communities, but since office hours is over, I will maybe disable claims in a bit. It will time out automatically around in like an hour, but yeah, I do it manually.
Should we put the
All right.
in the office hours chat as well?
Oh yeah, it's been shared a couple of times, but I can share it
Oh,
again.
okay. No, it's all good.
Last chance to claim.
I'm claiming mine right now.
So the
Nice.
Rated.
let's see.
Oh, you rated. Okay, nice.